皆さんお久しぶりです。朝倉優です。お元気ですか？ So I am back with my new chair to do more Japanese lessons, conversational Japanese lessons. And this is going to be lesson 17 series. This is actually, I don't know why I waited so long. Um, okay, this lesson's theme is how to make friends in Japanese. Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is one of the main reasons that you are studying Japanese, right? So, I want to go through, I mean, some of the sentences that you learn, you probably heard it before. Maybe I taught them in my previous lessons as well. But I want to make more clear, um, situations so you understand language and culture that goes with it. So, like I said, it's not going to be just one lesson because it's going to be a lot to cover. So, today, let's learn how to introduce yourself. Yes, basically, today we're going to learn how to say, "Nice to meet you. I am so and so." The first one is most likely, friends to friends. Let's say you are, at a party or school, your friend introduced you to his or her friends. So this is, I would say, どうもはじめまして、ゆうです。よろしくお願いします。Yeah. どうもはじめまして、ゆうです。よろしくお願いします。Well, we'll cover the gesture part a little bit later, but to break down the sentence, I start with domo. Domo is, it could be a casual hi, hello, and hajimemashite, that's the universal nice to meet you part. Yes, hajime is the beginning or, the first time. So it's nice to meet you. And I said, you desu. We learned that there are several other ways, not several, but a few other ways to say it. 私は you です。Or 私の名前は you です。My name is you, Asakura. But as you know, when it comes to a sentence, Japanese can just cut out the subject, I or my name part. So it's easier. Yes. So I said just straight to you this. Yeah. My name is you. And this part, よろしくお願いします. It's really hard to translate. You can Google it and try it. So the feeling behind it is please be nice to me from now on. Yes. Well, お願いします part is the please. And よろしく is used to like send regards. So it's a very good word to just for the greeting for the first time. You can actually look up your dictionary. There are other definitions. But this sentence, よろしくお願いします is sort of that goes with はじめまして. Like, nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to being friends with you. Please be nice to me. So that's the feeling. Sometimes people just say よろしく if it's a very casual setting. So it goes はじめまして、ゆうです。よろしく. So that can work too. So based on this, let's learn how to do a super polite one. Let's say you're in a business meeting or you are meeting your, your boyfriend's, girlfriend's parents, grandparents. All right, so I would go, 朝倉優と申します。よろしくお願いいたします。Ooh, I sound so polite. 朝倉優と申します。よろしくお願いいたします。Yes. So let's cover the gesture part. So the first one, the casual one, I did bow, but it's more like nod. よろしく. Yeah. So it's called eshaku. Eshaku is like a little smile and then something like this. So it's not really vow. So if you go like this, that's a vow. Yes. And if I don't know if you can see me standing. Let's stand this. So if you stand, so it probably around this angle. If you go this, that's like maybe you do that when you're, I don't know, apologizing or very extreme situation. You go like 30 or 45 degrees. So that's a regular bow for us. Yes. So I say my full name, Asakura Yu to moshimasu. Moshimasu is a super polite way to say 言います. It is, pronounced, I guess. So 私は朝倉優と申します means my name reads, I guess, Asakura Yu. Of course, Japanese read family name, first name, last name. Last name, first name? Yes. So family name comes first and your first name. Yeah, that's the order. And I used a little bit politer version of よろしくお願いします. The difference is so subtle. よろしくお願いいたします. よろしくお願いいたします. Yeah, this is the last one. お願いいたします means it's polite by putting your rank lower than the other. So it's not just polite. You are basically putting the other person on one level above you. So that's how you kind of express, respect, pay respect to the other person. So that's a super polite one. But as in any other culture, especially Asian culture, I don't think you can go wrong if you go too polite. People might say, oh, don't be so polite, like relax. You might say that. But if you go less polite than you should be, people are like, and I don't want you to, I don't want them to feel like, oh, they don't speak Japanese, so that's why they don't know how to pay respect, and that's not cool. So I would like you to remember maybe these two patterns, the general polite yet casual way to say it, or super polite proper way to say it. So to cover more gesture, we talked about bowing. Yes, very Asian, right? And so people ask me about handshake, and I would say it's still considered kind of manly gesture, but I would do it if it's a business situation. Asakura Yu desu. よろしくお願いします. Handshake, it's good. Not too common as in Western culture, I believe. Hug is not really. I would say it's safer not to hug people. By the way, we know the word hagu from hug. It's in Japanese, but I think people do it more like jokingly or super like close people. It's almost like, for us, it's almost like embrace. So okay, how about this? Especially like when you say like a goodbye to your family and friends, yeah, it's not weird. But if it's a first time you meet someone, maybe you guys have heard of each other, so it's not, you don't really feel like it's the first time, and you just はじめまして, that might hug. So that's the only situation I can think of. I don't really think that you hug. I don't know, do you hug people here when you first introduce yourself? So those hug and handshake, yeah, I don't think you need to initiate from you if you're not sure, if you're not certain if you want to do it or not. So today we learn how to introduce yourself and say nice to meet you and introduce your name. In future, like I said, I want to talk about more about talking about yourself. Tell the other person, who you are, your work, your hobbies, etc., etc. Then also in future, I want to talk about how to flirt because it's an art and it involves a lot of psychological or cultural, uh, background. So, but those are going to be in the future. So please practice how to introduce yourself properly, and you can make your own version. Basically, you can just memorize it, so it's easy, and you don't have to get nervous when you first meet someone. Yeah. Thank you for watching today's lesson. See you soon. またね。バイバイ。